Hello everyone, my name is Zard and welcome back to another video. And today I'll be taking a look at sets 21057. This is the Singapore architecture set. So this set has 827 pieces, an 18 plus set, of course, from the architecture line. I don't really have any affinity with Singapore. I do like the architecture sets, and this set, I don't know if I would have necessarily bought it on my own, but it was a gift from my parents after my first day of college. So I started a architecture program a few weeks ago, and this was a gift after my first day. And of course, this being an architecture themed set, it really makes sense, and I really like that set for that reason. This set will probably always be special to me. I'll probably always have it built for that reason, and I do really like this set, and a lot of the building techniques. I haven't built an architecture set in a while. The last one I built was the Trevi Fountain, but after building this one, I for sure want to get some more. It's just sort of when I'm trying to get quite a few retiring sets at the moment. I don't want to miss them. Like currently, I'm waiting for my closest Lego store to get the Batwing back in stock so I can get that, especially with double VIP points going on right now, as well as I believe there's a Halloween promo. It's just a retiring set, one that I really like and just haven't gotten. And so that's sort of what my focus is right now. So architecture is sort of a theme that I'd like to collect. It's not at like the top of my list of things I want to get right now because they're retiring. So because I don't have a ton of affinity when it comes to Singapore, I'm just kind of reading off the back of the boxes and the buildings here. Now, I think for me, these buildings, looking at the actual pictures, aren't necessarily my favorite type of architecture. But I still think they're very interesting, and it's a really cool architecture set. So like any architecture set, this does use a lot of small pieces, so that's just one thing to think about. But one thing that is interesting is that this does not have any stickers. Any detailing, small detailing here are printed elements. You see a lot of those one by ones right there with the black rectangle on them. That is placed throughout the set as well as right here. That's another printed element as well as here, and of course the Singapore tile there. So I'm gonna just start here with the Marina Bay Sands. I might have completely mispronounced that, but mainly white. You've got the garden on the top of it. The translucent blue there for the glass, I think, is really cool. I don't know, I don't really like that you can see the studs through it, but there's nothing that you could do, because of course you need to connect them to change that. It's just something there that I don't necessarily like, but it's like, you can't fix that in any way, given how you have to connect it, so I'm totally fine with it. Then down there, I think probably the most interesting piece of an object or architecture in this set, the Gardens by the Bay. I just think it's very interesting and very cool. And one cool piece here, you get pink rims. If you ever want to add those to your Speed Champion set, you can have some pink rims. Then the Fullerton Hotel, which I would say is my favorite building displayed here, which you've got right there. Now this one I'm sure I'm gonna get completely wrong. Lau Passet or Sat, I'm not 100% sure there. That's right there, which I think they represented it all right. It's sort of hard to get like the gray white lines, or I don't know, almost like Star Destroyer shaped triangles around it. And the top of it here, I think, is well represented. It's just, you would really probably need printed details all around these pieces right here. Then just these houses by the water, which I think are fine. You've got a lot of those printed pieces used there. The one Raffles place right there, which, looking at it, I think is well represented as well. I would say the windows maybe. No, I think that's good. I was comparing it to the rest of it. Yeah, I think I was sort of thinking maybe 2 studs wide instead of the 1 stud wide, but I think it works here with this 3 stud wide, very tall building. Then the next you've got the OCBC Center, which I like how they used this red 1x1 there to get the logo that's on it. And I really, one cool thing is that I find this is just, looking at it, is extremely accurate to how you see it with the spacing between these printed tiles here. It's really well done, as well as the curvature here. I really like that quite a bit. The only thing that maybe could be changed, but I can't think of a way to do it, would be to completely flatten this off, because of course you have a bit of a difference here, but you really can't, I don't think, with the current pieces are able to do that. You have a lot of trees throughout this set and plants. You've got the waterfront there. One interesting thing is, because there's a darker blue piece, this particular, actually, no, there's a few of them throughout there. One right there, there, and there. So it's not super out of place. I thought it might be, but I just think it's because it's directly on one of them, whereas these ones are split between one light one and one darker one, that it sort of looks a bit out of place here, but I think it's overall good. I really like the base to this. Of course, you pick it up, you saw a little bit of a bend there. It is quite heavy in the middle. It's actually a decently heavy set. It is 800 and somewhat pieces. The back of it is well detailed as well. You've got more printed pieces there. You've got more glass, those pieces there. You've got the holes in them, which doesn't look great, but I wouldn't say you really see that all too often. I really like the spacing down there. I just think that looks really cool, as well as the details around the back for this right here. I really like these pieces here and how it's built up. This was a really fun set to put together. I hadn't built an architecture set in a while, like I said, so it was a very fun build. As I would say, I'm more used to larger pieces. Like, of course, there's small elements in every set, but I haven't built a set in a while where it's really just relying on small elements, not including advent calendar builds. It was a fun build. I'm for sure planning on getting more architecture sets after this. The London as well as New York for sure interests me. The White House, I think, is another really cool one. And I think I want to get more of them at some point after building this set. And just the circumstances around this set and when I received it, this is a very special set to me, I'd say. So I hope you enjoyed this review of the set. I'm going to take a look at the box now. But I really enjoyed this set, and some of the piece usage here is really cool. And getting those pink rims, of course, that's what the piece is generally used for, but it's used for plenty of other things. But if you ever want to use pink rims on your Speed Champion sets, you can do it now. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I'm just going to take a look at the box now, but I'll see you in the next video. Bye. So here is the box for this set. And when this released this year and I saw it on shelves, the box seemed totally normal. It just seemed like a rectangular box. You get them all the time, but it's very thick. It's a very weird shaped box. I felt it was a small box for looking at it front on for an 827 piece set. But it's very thick, and it's a really weird shaped box, but enough of the box. The set, I think, is displayed nicely here. I really like that pink in the background, the Singapore written there, as well as the blue brick lining there that's on a lot of these black 18 plus boxes. The blue here, I think, looks really good, and this is probably one of my favorite 18 plus boxes. I think it's really nice. You can see the set displayed on the side box art there, which is really nice, as well as the information on the set, the dimensions, as well as each building represented in Lego here. And then at the top there you have the set there and one of the pieces used. So I think this is a really good box. It's just a very odd shaped box that really surprised me when I took this out of the bag.